Let me tell you a story of whispers, fog, and a place that should not exist. Many years ago, a girl named Elara found something hidden deep in her grandfather's attic. It was an old leather journal, dusty, forgotten, but full of secrets. Her grandfather, Captain Reese, was a sailor. People used to laugh at his wild stories. Stories of sea monsters, floating mountains and lost lands. But Elara, she believed every word. And in that journal she found a name, Amanzu, the Whispering Island. It said, "The island comes once every 10 years, on the night of the summer full moon. It is covered in silver mist. It calls to those who listen, and it chooses who may enter." Strange drawings filled the pages, trees with eyes, waterfalls flowing into the sky, and a lake that remembers your past. But the most chilling words were written again and again. Only the brave may find Amanzu, only the kind may return. Elara couldn't forget it. She had to see it for herself. So she gathered her closest friends. Kai, who loved machines and flying drones. Mira, who could survive anywhere, deserts, forests, storms. Jude, who had swum in oceans deeper than light. And Elara, the mapmaker, searching for a place that didn't exist. They set sail on a quiet night. The stars were bright, the ocean calm. For 2 days, they saw nothing but water. But then, on the 3rd night, a strange silver mist crept across the sea. The compass spun like it was lost. The wind stopped. And from the fog, they heard it. Whispers, soft, like the island was calling them. And then, just like magic, Amanzu appeared. The island was unlike anything they had ever seen. The trees moved when no one looked. The vines curled like fingers. And the river, black like ink, shimmered without flowing. Kai flew his drone. It crashed within seconds. The sky didn't like machines. "This place is watching us," Mira whispered. They followed the path drawn in the journal. Every step brought something new. Floating rocks, glowing flowers, animals with eyes too human. And then they found the Mirror Lake, a perfect round pool, so still. But when they looked in, they didn't see themselves now. They saw themselves as children. The lake whispered to each of them. To Elara it said softly, "You never said goodbye to your grandfather." No one spoke after that. They just walked away, feeling different. That night, Jude disappeared. They found him at sunrise, sleeping near a cliff. He mumbled, "She said I could fly." The island was testing them. The next day, they found something hidden behind vines, a giant stone face carved into the mountain. Its mouth was open like a cave, and words were written across its forehead. "Tell the truth or turn away." Elara stepped forward. The stone eyes glowed. A deep voice asked, "What do you seek?" Elara, heart-pounding, whispered, "I want to know the truth about the island, about my grandfather." The stone face opened its mouth wide. Elara, Kai, and Mira stepped inside. Inside, the cave glowed with blue and green light, soft, magical. On the walls were carvings, pictures telling a story. Amanzu was not just an island, it was alive. Long ago, people called it a god, but when they forgot, it went into hiding. Now it only returns when it chooses. At the end of the cave, they found a giant crystal, shaped like a heart, glowing gently. Elara touched it, and in that moment she saw it. Her grandfather, many years ago, standing in this very cave. He had found the island too, and he left something behind. Elara reached into a crack beside the crystal. She pulled out a small brass compass. Her grandfather's initials were carved on it, R.E. Tears filled her eyes. He was telling the truth, she whispered. Suddenly, the cave shook. The island had shared its secret, and now it wanted them to leave. They ran, through the jungle, past the lake, past the watching trees. Jude was waiting at the boat. They jumped aboard. As they sailed away, the silver mist returned, and the island, it vanished. Gone, like it had never been there. When they reached home, no one believed their story. The compass didn't work anymore. The journal had turned to dust, and the photos, all blank. But Elara smiled. She knew Amanzu was real. And maybe, just maybe, one day, the island would call her again.